hook and ladder trick play work. So it's going to bring out the Holly Springs punting unit. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The punt is high.
Pops it straight up.
Not what they wanted to do here. And it's going to bounce back to the Middle Creek 40-yard line. So Middle Creek offense is going to come out on the field once again.
And I apologize. We just experienced some technical difficulties, but we are back live now as we speak. So, we're back live. Don't worry, if you missed out a little bit, you missed the hook and ladder.
Unsuccessful hook and ladder.
Yeah, unsuccessful hook and ladder by Holly Springs with 19.8 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Middle Creek with a comfortable 28-7 lead over the Golden Hawks from Holly Springs as Salmon comes back out onto the field here. And handoff. The handoff to Devon Johnson was fumbled, but he falls on it. So it's going to be a loss of about 3 yards on the play. And they're going to let the clock run out into the fourth and final quarter of this game. Middle Creek looking to keep their 21-point lead here and finish out strong on senior night, the last regular season home game of many of these players' careers. You're watching the Sports Block, and we'll return in a moment. And welcome back, Mustang fans, for the beginning of the fourth quarter. Middle Creek leading 28-7 over Holly Springs, holding a commanding lead right now. They've played excellent football here tonight as Quentin Ray lining up in the Wildcat handoff to Curtis Burston, who's going to take it, and he's going to get he's going to break a 14-yard run. So that's something I haven't seen all season. You had Quentin Ray lining up in the Wildcat. Curtis Burston came in motion, and they handed it off, and it was a great play. Quentin Ray's going to actually stay out there in the Wildcat.
And I have some scores from around the league. As the third quarter came to an end with Fuquay, they're leading Apex 13-0 right now.
And that's again a game to watch right now. And Wildcat formation, Quentin Ray's still out there, so this is some Crockers having a little fun out there. Handoff to Quentin Ray's going to keep it after the high snap. And that was a busted play. The snap was high and and we're going to go down to Taylor Ergel.
Starting off the fourth quarter, we're up by 21. And Coach Crocker is just saying that he's really proud of the boys, but this quarter we need to run the ball, make it a quick quarter, and beat. All right, back to you guys.
Thank you, Taylor. And we have Quentin Ray sticking out there in the quarterback slot. This is fun to watch. I like this. Crocker switching it up a little bit.
It's something we haven't seen this year is the Wildcat.
Bursting in motion, Quentin Ray takes it up the middle. He's got some blockers, and he's going to bring it back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Quentin Ray is not he's not small, but I don't think he's built for running up the middle.
He's more of a outside the tackles kind of runner. Got a lot of speed.
So we're looking at a 3rd and 9 here, and I don't know how good Quentin's arm is, but we might see in a second.
We might, and Lee County right now is beating Athens 14-10, along with Cary shutting Green Hope out 21-0.
Burston came in motion again, and Quentin Ray tried to run with it. Nothing doing. So little experimentation on that drive with a Wildcat. That's going to bring up 4th and long, and Millington's going to come out.
You never know when that Wildcat formation could come in handy, maybe down in the playoffs. When our offense is stalling, Wildcat could get us some good first downs. But it obviously needs some work before the playoffs.
And I think that's the point of. I think that's definitely the reason why Crocker brought it out. Get a little practice before playoffs when it really counts. So Matt Millington's going to come out for the punt on 4th and 12, and it's a beautiful punt, looking to pin him back deep. And Joey Roach was back to receive it, and the punt is going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. So Holly Springs is going to start the drive from their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10, with 9:41 to go in this game. Holly Springs is down by 21. They've got to get something going here. We've been saying that all night, and it's got to happen at some point.
It really does. And now that it's going into the fourth quarter with all the games, Lee County is still beating Athens 21-16 now, and all the other games are still at the same scores, with Fuquay up on Apex 13-0 and Cary up on Green Hope 21-0.
So Holly Springs is going to come out. Their offense is going to come out again. Hudspeth hand off, but nothing going. You gotta wonder what they're doing. Keep trying to run it up the middle here when they got to score.
I think they're starting to realize that with having, Josh Banks and Darius Wilkins on one side, along with having Jimmy Boyd coming up there, Mike Heggie, they're not going to get much.
And another shout out to Triangle Orthopedics. The Mustangs would like to thank sponsor Triangle Orthopedics for supporting the Middle Creek Mustangs. Visit their new location in Apex or check them out on the web at triangleortho.com. So Holly Springs comes out 2nd and 9, handoff up the middle, and the blockers were running downfield trying to set something up, but the play never got past the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for Holly Springs, and 3rd and 7. But they got a pass here. I think their running game is not working for them here, so something's got to change.
And as it looks to me, the only starting defensive lineman we have out there right now is Josh Banks. Everybody else is on the sidelines.
But our defensive backs, got Barrico White, Matt Pierce, Brian Brodney, and some of the other guys that have been playing the whole game. They're still in there in case of a pass. And it is indeed a pass complete to number 21 for Holly Springs, and he's going to get the first down.
Trey Cobb.
And that's what they needed to do.
It looks like Middle Creek is going away from their traditional 4-3 defense, and they swapped a safety, and they're going with 5 down linemen with 3 linebackers, 2 corners, and a safety to step up on the run.
Yeah, and you're looking. They got that short pass going there. So build off of they haven't had much success in the run. So I think someone jumped. Josh Banks was over the line, but I wonder if that was prompted by a little movement by Holly Springs.
It could have been. You never know.
False start.
And it's going to be a false start on Holly Springs, and they're going to move the ball back. So after that good pass play, they're almost right back to where they were a few minutes ago with 7:48 to go here in this game. Holly Springs down by 21 points. It's going to take a heck of an effort for them to get back in this game.
It really is. I'm looking for more passes.
They got to spread the field. They got to – I don't know if they have another formation other than the one they've been using all game, but they need to spread the field with more receivers and throw the ball.
I don't recognize the formation that they've been running, but what it is they line up Hudspeth under center, and then they have Davis, another running back. They're slightly offset behind Hudspeth, and they've just been running that all night, and just those quick handoffs off the middle, and it hasn't been working very well for them either. So, maybe if they will change things up a little bit as the game goes on. And play action, and Hudspeth hit as he throws, and it's caught by number 15.
It looks like it was pass interference, though.
Yeah, there's a flag down on the play.
That ball got like half an inch over Matt Pierce's hand. He was very close to deflecting that pass.
So big pass.
I'm thinking defensive pass interference.
It was caught by number 15, Evan Allen, for the Golden Hawks. 6:54 here to go, converting on the second and long, but pending the penalty. And like you said, Anthony, pass interference on the defense. That's going to work in Holly Springs' favor. That's going to continue to move the ball closer to the end zone. So it's a fresh set of downs here for Holly Springs, moving the ball pretty effectively downfield with the help of a few penalties on the Mustangs. And, Mustangs are their own worst enemy right now.
Oh, yeah. They need to stop making mistakes like that.
Hudspeth pitches it out to McElrath, who takes it outside for a few yards. And we've seen McElrath, he's played on defense, played defensive back. He's a fast guy. He's played excellent defense tonight. Now he's taken some of the running back duties. Contributing to some of the running back duties.
He's a helpful player.
He's a great athlete out there.
He's fast. He's very fast, which is a good asset to a team like Holly Springs.
2nd and 7. Pass complete to Joey Roach, who's wrapped up after an 11-yard completion and getting another first down.
And like we said, they need to spread the field more, and it looks to me as they're spreading this field a lot. And that's something you don't normally see out of a team like this. A team that's strictly run and is now spreading the field. It's different to see.
And one of the most underrated parts of the Middle Creek team is their secondary, led by Bearco White and Brian Brodney. They usually have Jackson Ryder back there, but he's injured, and it's a very strong secondary, but they very underrated.
Oh, yeah, and also not having Daquan Stewart, who will not be back for the rest of the season, him and Jackson really held down that deep side of the field.
And it was a encroachment on Middle Creek on that play. Holly Springs was able to draw some of the linemen off sides, and that's probably due to some of the inexperienced players that Crocker has out there on the line.
And it looks like we have our starting lineup back in on defense. So
1st and 5 following the penalty, and it's fumbled snap, but it's recovered by Holly Springs, who's going to dive forward. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2.
And now Hudspeth can't be fumbling snaps. That's one thing that's going to hurt them.
They've done a couple of that, or they've done that a couple times tonight, fumbling the snap and having to fall on it. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 3. It's same offset, 2 backs behind Hudspeth, offset, and it's going to be a quick handoff. And going to fight forward. He's going to be close to the first down marker.
Doesn't look like he got it, though.
They might have to bring out the chain gang, and it is going to be a first down. So yet another fresh set of downs for Holly Springs on this drive, and they're moving the ball very effectively on this drive, and they're eating up a lot of clock time.
And that's going to help them out in the long run because, if they do end up, they might onside kick it, turn over the ball, and they can come back and they can do that a few more times. But running the clock down, it could help them, and it could beat them at the end as well.
Run on 1st and 10 up the middle, handoff to Davis with 5:12 left to go here in this game. Holly Springs not out of it yet. They're driving down the field, and can't count them out yet. Down by 21, but they got 5 minutes left.
The Middle Creek defense is starting to relax, and that's something that they can't be doing right now. They need to stay hyped up and get their mindset back right. Josh Banks needs to be breaking into the backfield, sacking Hudspeth, stopping the run, because that's what's hurting us as of right now.
Holly Springs really needs to pick up the pace and try to preserve some time because, it's really tough to score 21 points in 4.5 minutes. So they need to maybe, quicken the pace of the offense, maybe with like a little no huddle.
And Joey Roach came over the middle on a slant route, but he was the intended target, but Brian Brodney was having none of it and just did a great job of defending the pass. And it was incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 6.
And Brian Brodney has actually been on varsity for the past 2 years, and he started at cornerback both years. So, he has been a great asset to this Middle Creek secondary.
Hudspeth's going to roll out looking to pass. It's going to be high, intercepted by,
oh, he dropped it.
And it hit Brian Brodney right in the numbers and he dropped the easy interception. That could have been a pick six, and that's going to bring up 4th and 6 for Holly Springs, and I don't think there's any question that they're going to go for it here with 4.5 minutes to go in the game following the incompletion.
It's sad because, he had it. It hit his hands. His hands could be cold. It is a very chilly night out tonight. But if he would have grabbed that ball, he would have took it back.
That would have sealed the game for the Mustangs, whether he returned it for a touchdown or not. I think that would have sealed the victory. But Hudspeth under center, dropping back to pass here on 4th down, attempts the screen play, and that was Davis, who just got flattened by 2 Middle Creek defenders, and he's not happy about it. And
Cameron White and Jimmy Boyd are 2 of the hardest hitting defensive players on the team, and you get hit by them both at the same time. That's got to hurt.
they were completely in sync as they just took out Davis, and he had no chance at catching that ball, and it's going to be turnover on downs. Middle Creek is going to get the ball on the 21-yard line, and there's 4:28 left to go in this game. After Holly Springs had an impressive-looking drive going, but they just couldn't capitalize.
If you look at it, if you look at the Green Hope game, you go back and you watch that one. Cameron White, he demolishes kids. He hit that one kid on the punt return and completely leveled him.
He's hands down the hardest hitter on this team.
So Salmon's going to come out flanked by Lopez and Johnson. Johnson's going to get the handoff up the middle. He's going to break a few tackles. He broke about 4 tackles on that play, bringing it out to the 43-yard line. It's a beautiful run for 20 yards by Devon Johnson.
And that's what, Middle Creek, they're going to run the clock down, but they need to get a touchdown. They need to seal the deal.
Salmon back in the shotgun. Nayland Lopez, the lone back. And it's a bad snap. Salmon's just going to fall on it, and that's going to be a huge loss for the Mustangs. That's going to negate almost all of Devon Johnson's big run just a second ago. 4 minutes to go here. Middle Creek leading 28-7. It's going to be 2nd and very long.
2nd and 22, so that does negate Devon Johnson's running play right there.
And it's going to be probably looking to either run it and then pass it on 3rd down or pass it both downs. We'll see what Crocker decides.
Crocker's got some tricks up his sleeve.
He does, and it's going to be attempted. Oh, that was just an ugly play to watch. Salmon tried to hand off, but by the time he handed it off, there were 2 Holly Springs defenders already in the backfield, and it's going to make it 3rd and even longer. So the ball is back at the 20-yard line, and the first down marker is past midfield, so they have a ways to go right now.
And they really do. And, what they need to do is they need to hit Kevin Jones. We haven't seen much of him lately. After that touchdown, you really never seen Kevin Jones again.
So with 3 minutes to go, Middle Creek has the ball on the 20-yard line, 3rd and 30. Salmon looking to pass. There's pressure in the backfield, and he's escapes pressure. He goes for Kevin Jones, who's wide open. He keeps his feet in bounds.
But he doesn't even he got 20 yards on that.
He's going to get the first down on that after the beautiful play by David Salmon. It's not even going to be the first down. He's going to be short.
He's going to get back to the
8 yards.
Great job of keeping the play alive by Salmon and finding the wide open Kevin Jones downfield.
I was looking at the wrong marker.
I looked at it the first time too, don't worry.
So that's going to bring up 4th down for the Mustangs. Matt Millington's going to come out, and they're going to punt the ball away and give Holly Springs the ball back with 2:47 to go here. to go in the game. Holly Springs down by 21 points. And the punt is off, and it's a low line drive kick. He takes a good bounce, and it's going to be returned by number 23 for Holly Springs, who breaks a few tackles and makes a good return out to the 28-yard line.
That was a great return. He picked it up right away, and he just took off running with it.
See a lot of Holly Springs fans leaving, giving up on their Golden Hawks.
And once again, the Mustangs would like to thank sponsor Ruckus Pizza, located in Cary's new Tryon Wood Shopping Center. You can visit them online at Ruckus Pizza. And again, if you guys want some good food and a great atmosphere after the game, that's the place to go. That's where a lot of the students will go. And as we look like we're headed for a Middle Creek win here. Not to count Holly Springs out, but
And
it's looking like that. Ruckus is going to be a great place to go after the game.
yeah, it is. But Athens Drive has come back on Lee County and is now up 22-21.
So they got a good game on their hands.
Yes,
over there.
they do. That's a nail biter. I wonder how many lead changes there has been.
Yeah, we know there were 5 in last week's game when we played Athens, so I wonder if there have been almost as many in that game. So with 2:34 to go here, Holly Springs is going to get the ball. 1st and 10, they're going to run it, and they're going to lose yards on the play, handing off to Davis, who, coming in the game averaging over 140 yards a game rushing, and he's just has not been a factor at all this game. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's one big thing going for them is Davis is averaging a lot of yards per game, and he's not getting much. So they need to establish that very well.
And it's a quick pass out, complete to 15, Evan Allen for the Mustangs, and it's a late hit by number 21, Holly Springs. And there's about to be
It's getting ugly.
number 21 for Holly Springs had a late hit on a Mustangs player, and then
Trey Cobb.
Ty Guzman for Middle Creek with a late hit.
that was just unnecessary by Guzman. He can't do that. I mean, you have a comfortable lead. Let Holly Springs make dirty hits. It's not going to win them the game at this point. You let them play dirty and you let them get called for it. You don't have to retaliate. But while we have a break, we'd like to thank the Performance Academy again. They're located in Apex, and it's now the home of Coach B, who used to be the trainer, who's the former trainer here at Middle Creek. If you're interested in improving your speed, agility, quickness, flexibility, or strength, let the Performance Academy help you reach your potential. The Performance Academy. Work hard, be great. So following the penalties, that's going to move the ball in Holly Springs, in favor of Holly Springs, after Guzman making a questionable decision, and
I know he won't be back into the game tonight.
1:53 left to go here. Fresh set of downs for Holly Springs, down by 21, and they're now on Middle Creek side of the field. Hudspeth is going to be under center. Single wideouts left and right. It's going to look to pass rolling out, and he's going to hit his man, who is wide open for the first down, and they're having a lot of success on passing on this drive.
Evan Allen seems to be his favorite receiver as of right now.
Definitely. And Evan Allen's actually, he's kind of lines up both as a tight end and a wide receiver. So with 1:21 left to go here, Middle Creek leading 28-7. Holly Springs has the ball and is looking to score, but they're going to take a timeout, and so are we. We'll be right back. And welcome back here, Mustangs to Mustang Stadium. Middle Creek is leading 28-7 over Holly Springs. Minute 21 left to go here. Holly Springs has the ball. It's 2nd and 1. They're on the Mustangs 30-yard line, looking to score here. They have a good drive going after some good pass plays and some penalties on Middle Creek. Hudspeth is going to roll out, looking to pass. Pass is tipped, but it's caught and dropped by Evan Allen. So going to Allen again, but this time he couldn't hold on to it as it was great coverage by Middle Creek.
And I do have some Tri-9 scores going on right here. With 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Fuquay is beating Apex 21-0. And Carey's still up on Green Hope, but Green Hope did get a safety, so the score is now 21-2.
With 1:15 left to go here, it's 3rd and 1 for Holly Springs. Hudspeth under center. Quick handoff to Davis, who's going to get the first down on about a 3-yard rush here. So fresh set of downs for Holly Springs. Creeping towards the red zone, but they're not quite there yet.
And
it's going to be a timeout. Holly Springs is going to take a timeout, trying to regroup, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Holly Springs still has the ball after getting a fresh set of downs on a short run by Marquez Davis. Knocking on the door, but they're not quite to the red zone yet. Looking to come up with some sort of points here with 1:11 left. Down by 21. Holly Springs has got to just fighting for some pride right now as it's a short handoff up the middle. And Martin Davis tries to bounce to the outside, and he's pushed back, trying to fight for extra yardage, and it worked in opposite of how he intended it to work out, and he's going to lose yardage on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and long here. So clock is winding down, under 50 seconds to go here, and Holly Springs has used up most of their timeouts. Hudspeth rolls out, and he is going to complete the pass. I think that's Allen again on the sidelines, who's going to it's going to be complete for 15 yards. And a first down. So with 29 seconds to go here, Holly Springs is in the red zone looking to score. You
could see Evan Allen is right now his favorite receiver to go to. It's his go-to man, Hits him when he's in trouble, and, look where that gets him. Gets him a first down.
The only Holly Springs really needed their running back to come up tonight. Marquez Davis, he's only been able to average about 2.5 yards a carry, so it's a big reason for the Mustangs win tonight.
Props to especially the Mustangs D-line, anchored by Josh Banks and Darius Wilkins. They've done an outstanding job of making Davis a non-factor in this game. They've had to go to the air a lot more times than they're comfortable, I think, and it's 2nd and 6 on the 25. Hudspeth is going to keep it and scramble for a couple yards. And clock winds down, 21 seconds to go here.
Got a final for the Fuquay. They beat Apex 21-0. So now we just got to beat Apex next week for a share of the Tri-Non Conference Championship.
Yes, like Alex said, if we win next week, we'll have a share of the regular season title. But since we beat Fuquay, that means that we're going to have the tiebreaker in the seeding of the playoffs, which gives us an advantage, gives us more home games in the playoffs, which is a huge advantage. We got the great crowd here at Mustang Stadium. Every Friday night they come out and support their team, and it's just a much different atmosphere when you have your home crowd cheering you on. So 21 seconds to go here, 3rd and 4. Mustangs looking to close out this victory here over Holly Springs senior night. The last regular season home football game that I will be ever commentating on.
As well as me.
But I hope we will be back for playoffs in a few weeks. As Hudspeth takes the snap, he's going to look for the long ball. It's intended for number 21.
He was
Trey
rocked.
Cobb.
It looked like Steven Aguilar nailed him as he threw that ball.
And it's hard to complete a pass when you're sitting on your butt on the ground.
Oh, it's hard to complete a pass when you got Mustangs in your face at every play.
Yeah, he barely got that ball off. It was great defense by the Mustangs. 15 seconds to go here, 4th down. This is Holly Springs, potentially the last play of the game for Holly Springs, and somebody jumped. It looked like it was Middle Creek because they didn't look too happy with that. And it is encroachment. That's going to give Holly Springs a fresh set of downs here. 15 seconds to go here. It's going to be first and goal, I believe.
But you know what? You got there's 15 seconds left. There's no way you're scoring 21 points in 15 seconds.
Yeah, but I think for a lot of these second-string defense guys, it's a pride thing. You never want to get scored on, and I think they got a little excited on that play, jumped off early.
Got Corey Wright, the running back, in there playing linebacker.
And
he dropped
and
it.
The pass was intended for Evan Allen, who was streaking down the sidelines, but it hit a Mustang defender right in the numbers.
Who was it?
That was number 22, Marcus Bullock, who's in at cornerback, and he just couldn't come up with the interception. So with 10 seconds to go here, 2nd and 10 for Holly Springs. Mustangs are leading 28-7 here, looking to close out the victory. Ball on the 15-yard line. Hudspeth under center, looking to pass, floats it up there. Bullock on the coverage, and it is caught. Touchdown, Holly Springs. So that was caught by, was that Evan Allen? Or Joey Roach?
Joey Roach.
It was Joey Roach. So Joey Roach on the touchdown catch, and it's going to make it 28-14. 28-13 right now, pending the extra point by the Holly Springs.
So, they're gonna are they kicking it?
Yeah, they're kicking it. So 4 seconds to go here. It's the extra point. The kicking unit comes out onto the field. And Holly Springs just looking to tack on the extra point and make it 28-14. And the kick is up, and it's good. So Holly Springs cuts the lead to 14 points, but Middle Creek's still leading 28-14 after the Holly Springs touchdown. 4 seconds to go here, and Middle Creek pulled out great victory tonight. They dominated most of this game. They just played their defense, especially their defense as a whole, was the MVP of this game. They just did an excellent job of shutting down Davis and making him a non-factor. And Hudspeth did have a few good passes and did get something going, but by the time they got the passing game going, it was too little, too late. If their passing game had been as good as it was in the fourth quarter, they would have been in this game and they would have made a heck of a game out of it.
But you know what? Hudspeth, he really stepped up tonight.
He did.
He did an excellent job out there. You'd be surprised that a second-string quarterback who only completed, about 45 yards on the season is out there now. He probably threw for over 100 yards tonight.
Yeah, an excellent game by Middle Creek defense, and good job by Hudspeth. He played a good game tonight. So the kickoff teams are going to come out onto the field.
With the lack of the running game tonight for Holly Springs, they should be very happy to put 14 points up on the board with Hudspeth.
I don't know what's going on here.
They're taking their time. They're gonna go for the onside kick.
No.
Or at least Middle Creek's lining up to recover an onside kick. But I don't know if Holly Springs is gonna kick one. We'll see in a second.
I would hope not.
There's really no point at this point in the game, but they do anyways. And it's recovered by Holly Springs.
Can't return an onside kick.
And clock is going to wind down to 1 second left.
That's just not a very classy move in Holly Springs' part.
They're fighting for some respect and some pride right now. So going to take a shot down the field and end this game with 1.1 seconds to go here.
The most they could do is get another touchdown and cut this lead into a touchdown and say that they came back in the fourth quarter on us.
In the last minute.
Yeah, pretty much.
So with a second to go, Middle Creek up 28-14 after Holly Springs recovered the onside kick. Looking to throw one last-ditch effort. Hudspeth getting the play, trying to draw up some miracle. Here, Middle Creek's defensive backs have been solid all night. So we'll see how they do. there's only 8 Middle Creek players in the field, so they're going to have to take a timeout and get it together. So we're going to take a break as well, and we'll be right back for the final play of the game. And we're back with 1 second left on the clock. Holly Springs lining up for the final, for what will be the final play of the game. Hudspeth under center, and they're gonna run it. Not what I expected to see after being aggressive and going for the onside kick. So Holly Springs will run out the clock, and Middle Creek is gonna come out with a win, 28-14. So both Fuquay and Middle Creek won tonight, staying atop the Tri-9. We travel to Apex next week, and looking to finish out the season strong. Do we have some post-game stats?
No, haven't received those yet.
So we'll go to break. Actually, we're gonna go to Taylor Ergel. I think she's gonna talk to a few seniors.
What? Middle Creek has beat Holly Springs 28-14, and now they move on to their last Tri-9 game before playoffs against Apex. Make sure you stay and watch, because I'm going to have interviews with the coach and maybe some players. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Taylor. Down on the sidelines, and she'll like she said, she's gonna catch up with a few of the players and coaches after they exchange their handshakes, and talk to a few seniors. You know what senior night means to them. Big win for all these guys. And came out, they played really, really hard game. And we're going to go to a quick break, then we'll be back with some post-game stats and interviews. And we're back, and we're going to go down to Taylor, who's with senior wide receiver John Moore.
All right, we're here with John Moore. John, how special was this night for you?
It was real special. It's just, I feel like, it's going by so fast, man. I can remember my freshman year and everything like that. So, I'm just real happy to get out with the win.
And sorry, what I was going to say. What was your most memorable moment of this whole entire season?
Of this whole entire season? That my first punt return, my first time ever punt returning against Northern Durham. I brought it back all the way for a touchdown, and they called it back, but, still put it on my highlight tape, so it was all good.
Thank you, John, and congratulations. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you, Taylor.
See, John Moore means a lot to him, and I think he echoes the sentiment of a lot of the other seniors on that team. Means a lot to them, and, high school's going by fast, I think,
it
for
really is.
everybody. And I think, Anthony, you got some post-game statistics.
I do. As the game came to an end, Holly Springs came out with 10 first downs. Middle Creek only had 14. 42 rushes for 137 yards to Middle Creek's 30 rushes for 132. 9 passes for 150 yards, where we had 10 for 234. They've had, They were 9 for 19. We were 10 for 20. So they threw 2 touchdowns. We threw 2 touchdowns. We lost some fumbles, as we can tell. There was, we made 1 field goal where they really didn't get to the whole field goal end of it. And number 2 for Holly Springs, Keenan McElrath, had 72 yards rushing. So even though, we came in here saying that Marquez Davis was going to, rush, he really didn't get the ball as much, only carrying for 54 yards. Rayshawn King led Middle Creek with 51 yards rushing. David Salmon had 197 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Sal Savarese had 37 yards passing, to start out the game. And number 12, Brett Hudspeth, had 150 yards passing, so he really showed up. But, it was a great game all around.
Solid effort by Middle Creek and good game for Holly Springs. We go to Apex next week to finish out the regular season. And big thanks again to the Performance Academy and to Ruckus Pizza as our 2 main sponsors of tonight's broadcast. Big thanks to them. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back in a moment. And we are back following a Middle Creek victory 28-14 over Holly Springs. And Taylor's down on the field getting ready to do an interview with Coach Crocker, trying to finish out the season strong, go to Apex next week, looking for a win there, trying to get a share of the Tri-9 Conference title. And Taylor is down with Coach Crocker, about to get an interview with him. He's been a mainstay at Middle Creek football program for a long time. He's known for his winning tradition here at Middle Creek, led him to a lot of playoff victories and a lot of conference titles, and he's been an incredible incredible addition to the Middle Creek football program. And we're going to go down to Taylor, right? And we'll go down in a minute.
Having some technical difficulties.
All right, now we're going to go down to Taylor. And we're having some technical difficulties, so we're gonna get that interview with Coach Crocker in just a moment. So my apologies. So what are your thoughts on tonight's game? Like, what do you think what was your key point for what stood out for you for Middle Creek?
For Middle Creek, definitely, that pass to Kevin Jones that set up the first touchdown. That really, made the game for me. It really helped us out.
And we are finally now ready to go down to Taylor.
Hey guys, we're here with Coach Crocker. Coach Crocker, what were the strengths of the boys this game?
Well, I think the guys really came out with a determination to get better from last week and just get out here and prove that they can play good, solid 4 quarters.
What can they do to improve for next week's game?
Well, we had too many penalties tonight, and we didn't take care of the ball on our punt return. So we got some things that we need to work on, and I look forward to getting out there and facing the challenge.
Well, thank you. Congratulations on your win. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Taylor. She's been helpful throughout the season, doing a great job sideline reporting, and that's going to do it for us. I'm Matt Kimball on behalf of Anthony Reichman and Alex Johnson. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for tuning in, and we will be back for playoffs in a few weeks. Until then, you've been watching the Sports Block.